Hello everyone, welcome back to Guardians. So now only approx 45 days remaining to CAT. All of you I'm sure must be giving plenty of mocks, plenty of sectionals. And for all those who are scoring wonderful marks, all the best to you guys, kudos, you have made it. But all those who are yet, in the 95 percentile or 99 percentile and are scoring moderate marks. So for you guys, today we will be discussing how to increase CAT mock scores. I will be telling you tips and tricks which you can definitely increase your marks in both sectionals as well as in your mocks. But before beginning, I want to just tell you that these mock scores don't define your CAT performance. Okay, these are not the exact image, or they will not tell you if you are scoring 80 percentile in mocks, you will score 80 percentile in CAT. This is not how it works. Okay, these are just a temporary, or before the CAT preparation kind of things which will help you to increase your efficiency at the CAT day, but they don't tell you that your marks or your potential is limited. Okay, so keep this in mind. These are just some practice questions that you are doing under a time constraint, nothing more than that. Okay, so to begin, the first that I want to tell you is make a peer group. Okay, whoever friends you have in your coachings, okay, make a study group, make a peer group. Okay, if someone who has not joined coaching, what you can do is you can go on Telegram. There are several channels available on Telegram in which plenty of students are there. I was part of two Telegram groups that I can remember, and one for study material of CAT. They have their different study groups, or 5 to 6 people just join together. They send each other questions, you can solve them. So it is like the question which other person cannot answer, they have sent it to you, and now you know that this question is important or this question is difficult, and if you can solve it, that will not only help him but also increase your confidence. Okay, so the first is make a peer group, maybe on WhatsApp or the Telegram. Second point is analyze the mock properly. Okay, now you are giving plenty of mocks. Okay, maybe in the coming 40 to 50 days you will be giving 20 of mocks, but analyzing them is very important. How to analyze, I will make another video on how to analyze mocks also, but just to give you a hint, see your strengths and your weaknesses. See either in your strengths, were you able to do difficult questions also or not? Okay, or your strengths only has easy to medium, or your weakness you are not able to do only the easy one also. So the weakness is very large, you have to either study that topic or you should be prepared to leave that topic. Okay, but how to analyze, I will make a different video. So the third part is revision. Now, as we know, for all the exams, revision is very important. CAT is none less or nothing else, same thing. Revising is very important, and this revision, as I talked in my previous video also, should be in the time duration between two mock papers. Okay, what you have to revise are firstly the mock paper itself, secondly the sectional papers. Okay, third is the notes that you have from the coaching institute or from those past few months you have been preparing, so those notes. Fourth is the formula book. So for all those people who don't have the formula book as of now, try to make one. Which all formulas you will write will be either one you find difficult or you keep on forgetting. Fourth is the formula book, and then fifth and last is the mock plus sectional book. What is this? So this is something that I followed personally. So whenever I used to revise the mocks and sectionals, and I found some questions that were not quite difficult, but yet they were wrong, like I was not able to do them. So why was that? Okay, it can be because those formulas I'm not able to recall. Okay, secondly, it can be there is a new concept or the old concept also, but applied in a very unique way. You are getting my point? So that will come under mock and sectional book, that will be having good questions, not difficult questions. Okay, see the difference, those are good, those are CAT level good, but those are not like 10 lines question and you are just reading it for 5 minutes. No. Write it down, the questions that you would have solved if you would have given 5 to 10 minutes to it. Okay, means your speed is not good into it. Write that down. Write some new concept that is small in length, like only one particular topic or a question which had only one line or two line, which you could have done but you were not able to do it. Write that down and write the different formulas that you keep on forgetting. Okay. The fourth thing that I want to discuss is your strategy of giving mocks. So if you jump from one mock to another mock without revising your strategy, that is definitely not acceptable. So in first mock, take a strategy. Let's say you are going to give all the VA first, then RC, and you scored less marks in this mock paper. So in next mock, what you will say is, in this mock, I will try to give RCs first, then VA. Okay. Then in third, you will say, I will give 3 RCs first, then VA, then the leftover RC. Okay. So keep on changing. Okay. You can say, I will give 1 RC, then few of the VA questions, second RC, few of the VA questions, then third RC. Keep on changing your strategy to find the best fit for you. Okay. The strategy that I followed may or may not work for you. The strategy some other person followed might or might not work for you. You have to devise your own strategy. Okay. So get a strategy that is based perfectly for you and developed only by you. Okay. The fifth part is the most important. I can't put more emphasis on this. The fifth point is the most important of this all, and which many people don't even know. Many YouTube videos you won't even see this point. Okay. And that is the art of leaving questions. Okay. You just want one seat in the top IIM. Of course, there must be few of you who want to top this CAT exam, who want to get 100% Tyler. Congrats. If you think you can get 100%, then you definitely can, because you must be working in that direction. But all those other people who just want to go into IIM A, B, C, FMS, okay, we just want top percentile. So we have to work smarter. Okay, we need to learn, or we need to know which all questions we have to leave. For example, that a question is of 4 lines, a quant question is of 4 lines. That will minimally take 2 minutes to read that question, then 2 minutes to solve it and check for 1 minute. So 5 minutes on one question. Leave that question. Getting? If you are not good at particular topic, so I was not good at number system. So whenever I saw that this question is of number system and this is just not a direct question, something unique is to be applied, I used to leave that question. Okay. I used to first do only those questions who are single liners and whose logic I know. Okay, that the log questions, for example, I was pretty comfortable in log. So I used to do all the log questions first, and I had to leave those lengthy questions or difficult questions. So know your strengths and weaknesses and learn how to leave questions. You are not there to do 100% of the paper. You are not going to tell like, okay, I have done all the questions, I have completed entire paper. No. Okay, you have to focus on your accuracy. Do less, but do more. And the last part of this is, try to measure your growth weekly. Okay, so it's a weekly growth. You make, like in the previous video also I told you, you guys make daily timetables. No, make a weekly timetable. Okay, in this week we have, and in this week, like I have to finish this topics. Make a weekly timetable and measure your growth weekly, not daily. That today I am able to study 14 hours, next day I will study 15, then what? After 7 days you are like, after 7 days I will study 24 hours. This is not happening, right? So make a weekly plan, see your growth, track your growth those in that week. Maybe 2 mocks or 3 mocks you will give in that week. See how much are you able to grow in this entirety of the week. And also, why this weekly I am suggesting is because in this mock papers there will always be a plateau of marks. Okay, your marks won't just increase like this. It is not a straight line. Okay, it will increase, then it will hit a plateau, then it will increase. Okay, so if you are continuously getting 20 marks, so just consider that you are on a plateau, and if you keep on working, you will definitely break that plateau and rise above. Then the plateau will come in 50 marks. For entirety of 3 to 4 marks, you will be getting either 45, 55, 50, 49, like this only. So you understand that this is not your like uppermost limit. No, this is just a plateau which you have reached, and if you worked on it, you will definitely cross it. Getting my point? So in the previously we discussed that these mocks are just a figure to let you know how much you know and how well you can apply that. This is not how will you perform in the CAT or the D-Day. You will perform better than your mocks. I can guarantee that. Okay, you will definitely perform better than your mocks if you give them at your best. Okay, without any external factors taking into mind, you will definitely do best. Then the first thing that we discussed was mock that make a peer group. Okay, maybe on a Telegram or a WhatsApp, make a peer group. Second, analyze the mock properly. See your strengths, weaknesses. Are you able to do easy questions, difficult questions? Which questions you can't do? Third, revision. Okay, revise your mocks, sectionals, notes, formula books, and sectional and mocks book. Okay. There are different coachings available. Those provide all these notes also. You can buy that or buy from some friend, lend, or get that from a friend, all the notes and everything. And fourth thing that we discuss is strategy. Okay, find your best strategy that is best suited for you. Fifth point to increase the CAT mock scores is art of leaving questions. You need to learn how to leave questions. And lastly, weekly growth. Keep a track of this weekly growth. Okay, not daily, not monthly, but weekly. There will be a plateau. Okay, break through that plateau. You don't have any upper limits, so keep working hard. Yeah. That's it from my side. Keep working hard, whatever it takes.